Hello students, this is Momita madam and today I am going to start the third chapter of History Standard 8, the growth of nationalism. So in my previous video, I have discussed about the growth of nationalism, French Revolution. Here we will discuss about the American War of Independence. So already I have discussed what is nationalism. So feeling of oneness, and this feeling of oneness caused another war, that is American War of Independence. Columbus, after the discovery of Columbus of America in 1492 AD, it encouraged France, Holland, Spain and England to establish colonies in North America. Originally, there were 13 colonies along the Atlantic coast in America, manned mostly by English settlers. So the roots of American Revolution we can trace in 1763, when British leaders began to tighten the imperial reins. Actually, they introduced several acts which met with great resistance by the colonial countries, and hence it was the cause of the American War of Independence. So now we will come to the causes of the war. Now first cause is mismanagement of the colonies. Most of the people, what happened at that time, most of the people settled in these colonies had come from England. But even if they come from England, they were not given the equal rights which the Englishmen living in England enjoyed. They are the people of England, but they were not getting the equal rights of like the people living in England. And it has been found that the governors and the captains were all maintained by the British government, often acted against their interest. So those colonies had their elected assemblies, but the governors and other officials were not responsible to this assembly. So the colonies' mismanagement were the greatest cause for the American War of Independence. The second cause is economic exploitation. Actually, England wanted to exploit the colonies to the extent, maximum extent. But the colonial people, they were not prepared for this. Actually, they wanted to expand and run their business and industries themselves. But the British government passed certain new laws against these colonies, which were only beneficial for England but not for the colonial countries. Then, third cause is 7 Years' War with France. 7 Years' War from 1756 to 1763. It fought between England and France in America, India and Central Europe countries. During the 7 Years' War, England had spent a lot on the defense of her colonies, so it wanted to impose more taxes on the colonies. But the colonies refused to share the burden. So you know that any time any war took place, it was that the means to get the money is to impose more taxes on the colonies. But this time colonies were not prepared to bear the more taxes. Immediate cause. Remember that immediate cause is it was the policy of George III and his Prime Minister Grenville towards the colonies. Actually, they passed several acts and they introduced several acts which were the immediate cause of the revolt. They introduced Sugar Act, Stamp Act and many other acts for which immediately the American War of Independence broke out. So first act was the Sugar Act. The Sugar Act banned the import of molasses. So we'll discuss that molasses actually was a type of juice which was obtained from the raw sugar during its refining process. So Sugar Act, according to this act, the import of molasses was banned except England, and taxes were imposed on wine, silk, coffee and other articles of luxury. All luxurious items, additional taxes were imposed. As a result, the local traders neither buy the sugar at cheap rate nor obtain molasses to make rum, means the type of wine. So this was one of the greatest cause. Then Stamp Act. Stamp Act was passed, you have to remember the date, that is March 22, 1765. According to this new act, the new tax was imposed on all American colonists, and it required for them to pay tax on every piece of printed paper they used. You see that every piece of paper they had to pay the taxes. Ships, papers, legal documents, licenses, newspapers, other publications, and even playing cards were taxed. So everything, all that, this is stamp act collected by the was used to help pay the cost of defending and protecting the American frontier near the Appalachian Mountains. The Stamp Act met with the great resistance in the colonies. So there was a great violence, and a new slogan was made in America, that is, no taxation without representation. So it was the greatest cause of the American War of Independence. Then the next act that was passed by the Prime Minister, that is Declaratory Act. After Stamp Act was introduced, it met with a great resistance. And to control this resistance, the British Parliament passed another act, which was named as Declaratory Act. So to control the resistance of the Stamp Act, British Parliament passed the Declaratory Act. According to this act, the British Parliament was fully empowered to impose taxes on America. So according to this act, any types of tax can be imposed on America by the British Parliament. The British government allowed a discriminatory policy of taxation. All the other companies involved in tea business were required to pay tea tax except the East India Company. To protest this, a group of colonists raided 3 British ships in Boston Harbor and dumped some containers of tea into the harbor. In retaliation, in return, the Parliament passed the series of punitive measures known in the colonies as in intolerable acts. You see, to resist Stamp Act, Declaratory Act was passed, according to which any types of tax can be imposed on America by the British Parliament. Again, when the colonial people, they were against this act and they took some measures and they destroyed the British ships. In return, again the British Parliament passed the series of punitive measures known in the colonies as the Intolerable Acts, which among other measures closed the port of Boston. The fuse that led indirectly to the explosion of American independence was lit. The Second Congress managed the colonial war effort and moved slowly towards independence, adopting the United States Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. So this Declaration of Independence Act which was drafted by Thomas Jefferson. You have to remember this name. Who drafted the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Which date? July 4, 1776. Now the war. What happened in the war? The war broke out in 1775. The colonial forces were organized by commander-in-chief. So who was the commander-in-chief at that time? Washington. France, Spain and the Netherlands supported the colonists. Following many battles, Britain finally surrendered in 1781. And Treaty of Paris, after the battle, after the Britain surrendered, the Treaty of Paris was signed on 3rd September 1783. And the United States of America was formed and given independence from Britain. So like India, America was also under the British colonial rule. And they got their independence after this war. Then the significance and impact of the American War of Independence. It occupied a very, very remarkable place in the event of the world history. And what happened? Not only a new nation in the world came into existence, but also a new era began. What was the impact? First impact was on America. America, no doubt, it emerged a new state and it was named as USA, as an independent country, and a written constitution of its own, which was the first ever written. So which country has the first written constitution? America. Then American industry got a big boost. It got rid of restrictions imposed by England. So no doubt whatever the Britain imposed on it, all those restrictions they were able to get rid of. Then the England. On England, the American Revolution had rather bad effects. So on America, it had good effects, but on England, it had bad effects because it was the colonial country who lost the battle. It brought a loss on her trade, as England lost a very lucrative market by losing the American colonies. Also, it increased her debts and led to financial crisis. Then it served a great blow to power and the prestige of England. So no doubt it gave a great blow to its power, and King George III's personal rule in England came to an end. Then on France, the American Revolution encouraged the French Revolution. 1780, though we have read, remember we have read French Revolution earlier, but American War of Independence created impact, encouraged the French Revolution. French thought that if they could help the American colonies to gain their independence from England, they could certainly help themselves to get rid of the despotic ruler Louis XVI. We have seen how Louis XVI was increasing taxes on the third estate. So, and that was the cause of the French Revolution. So now here you see that because we have seen in the previous chapter that France helped the 13 American colonies to get independence, due to which the French treasury was almost empty when Louis XVI came and became the king. At that time already French treasury was empty, and Louis XVI tried to impose several other taxes, which for which the third estate entire tax burden was to be borne by the third estate. So third estate people, the common people, got violent and they formed the National Assembly, and they brought an end to the despotic rule of Louis XVI. So now, and another one we got that moreover the American Call of Rights, liberty, equality and pursuit of happiness served as a beacon and a fountain of inspiration for the French fight of liberty, equality and fraternity. So I last video I discussed about the three ideas came from French Revolution, that is liberty, equality and fraternity. So this liberty, equality and fraternity actually emerged from the American War of Independence, which became a beacon for the rest of the part of the world, which served as a beacon, not an inspiration for the French Revolution. Then the world. What was the impact on the entire world? Now, American revolutionaries infused a new vigor into the anti-colonial revolutionaries in entire world. So, Britain, after the Industrial Revolution, several countries, they started making the colonies in different parts of the world. So, now this American Revolution, when American got the independence, the rest of the part of the world where the colonialism were already established, they got a new idea that how to get rid of it. So it showed, we can say, it showed a new path. It opened the eyes of the people, rest of the world. And then American Revolution left an unfavorable effect on India. No doubt we know that our country was also under the British rule for more than 200 years. So this revolution in 1775, though we got our independence many more years after that in 1947, but it no doubt created an effect on our country. The English officers crushed the power of France in India and paved the way for the expansion of imperialism. So here you see that English officers, actually this was the beginning. Already Britain entered into and at that time France was also there in India. French people also came to establish colonies. Not only in India, not only British came, French, Dutch people, Spain, everybody came to India, but ultimately the British were successful to expand their territory in India. So it paved the way for the British. Though one way they were the loser, another way they became the winner, that they got the way to establish a new colony in India and to exploit. But the nationalists in India were ardently inspired by the American Revolution. The declaration prepared ground for political philosophy and revolutionary ideas in the European history in the 19th century. So, not only this American War of Independence not only created impact on the America and England, but also France and as well as the world. That's all. Thank you.